Welcome to our show. In today's episode, we will take a trip back to 1997 to revisit the legendary film Titanic. Join us as we explore how the iconic cast has changed, from their on-screen appearances to what they look like today. We'll also share some interesting facts about the real names and ages of the stars behind the unforgettable characters, giving you an inside look at the actors who helped turn Titanic into a global phenomenon. Let's get started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any exciting videos. Kate Winslet, born on October 5, 1975 in Reading, Berkshire, England, gained global recognition for her portrayal of Rose DeWitt Bukater in Titanic. In this role, she played a young woman from a privileged background, constrained by societal expectations, who falls in love with Jack Dawson, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Winslet's performance beautifully blended strength and vulnerability, showing Rose's emotional journey from a woman confined by social norms to one of self-discovery. Her portrayal earned her an Oscar nomination and solidified her place as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. At just 21 during filming, Winslet's career soared. After Titanic, she starred in acclaimed films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Reader, for which she won an Oscar, and Steve Jobs. Known for her versatility and grounded nature, Winslet remains one of the most respected actresses in the industry. Now 49 in 2024, she continues to captivate audiences with her exceptional performances. Leonardo DiCaprio, born on November 11, 1974 in Los Angeles, California, is best known for his role as Jack Dawson in Titanic, the free-spirited artist who embarks on a life-changing journey aboard the ill-fated ship and falls in love with Rose, played by Kate Winslet. DiCaprio's performance made Jack an iconic character, captivating audiences worldwide with his charm and on-screen chemistry with Winslet. At just 21 years old during filming, this role catapulted him to international fame. After Titanic, DiCaprio cemented his place as a leading actor with critically acclaimed films such as The Aviator, Inception, and The Revenant, the latter earning him his first Academy Award. Known for his dedication to his craft and his environmental activism, DiCaprio, now 50 as of 2024, remains one of Hollywood's most influential figures. Gloria Stewart, born on July 4, 1910 in Santa Monica, California, is best remembered for her role as the elderly Rose Dawson Calvert in James Cameron's Titanic. As the film's narrator, she beautifully reflected on the tragic voyage, capturing the deep emotions of love, loss, and memory at the heart of the story. Her performance added a poignant, haunting quality that resonated deeply with audiences. At 86, she became one of the oldest actors ever nominated for an Oscar for her role in Titanic. Her portrayal brought warmth and wisdom to the character, securing her a lasting place in cinematic history. Gloria Stewart passed away on September 26, 2010, at the age of 100, leaving behind an iconic legacy in film and being fondly remembered for her contributions to Hollywood's golden age and her timeless talent. Frances Fisher, born on May 11, 1952 in Milford, England, captured hearts as Ruth DeWitt Bukater in James Cameron's Titanic, 1997. As Rose's, Kate Winslet, strict and aristocratic mother, Fisher embodied a character fiercely driven by societal pressures, determined to secure her daughter's future through a wealthy marriage. At 45, Fisher earned praise for her deep portrayal of the rigid expectations of early 20th century high society. After Titanic, she continued to build a versatile career in both film and television, often taking on strong, complex roles. Now 72, Fisher remains a respected figure in Hollywood, staying active in the industry while advocating for social causes. Johnny Phillips, born on October 6, 1973, in Aberdare, Wales, is a Welsh actor best remembered for his portrayal of Charles Lightoller in Titanic. Playing the fifth officer who returned to search for survivors, Phillips gave a powerful performance that showcased both bravery and empathy. At just 23 during filming, this marked one of his first major Hollywood roles, and despite its brief duration, he left a lasting impression. After Titanic, Johnny Phillips's career blossomed with leading roles in several acclaimed films and TV series. Known for his charm, versatility, and dedication to his craft, he continues to be a respected presence in both British and American cinema. Victor Garber, born on March 16, 1949 in London, Ontario, Canada, is best known for his role as Thomas Andrews in Titanic, where he played the ship's chief designer. Garber brought quiet dignity to the role, highlighting Andrews' compassion and sense of duty as he recognized the impending disaster after the iceberg collision. His performance added a human touch to the tragedy, making Andrews one of the few characters who actively helped others during the chaos. At 47, Garber's portrayal became one of the most memorable in the film. Now 75, Garber continues to thrive in film, television, and theater, earning admiration for his versatility, warmth, and professionalism, and remains a respected figure in Hollywood. David Warner, born on July 29, 1941 in Manchester, England, is best known for his portrayal of Spicer Lovejoy in Titanic, the loyal yet ruthless bodyguard of Cal Hockley, Rose's wealthy fiancé. Lovejoy's character was menacing, often lurking in the background and exerting control over the relationship between Jack and Rose, which added tension to the film. Warner's performance brought dramatic depth to the role, capturing both his loyalty to Cal and his underlying cruelty. At 55 during filming, Warner showcased his exceptional talent for playing complex, often antagonistic characters. With a career spanning film, television, and theater, he had already gained recognition for roles in The Omen and Time Bandits. Warner continued acting in diverse roles until his passing on July 24, 2022, at the age of 80. He is remembered as a versatile actor whose legacy includes a wide array of unforgettable performances across various genres. Billy Zane, born on February 24, 1966 in Chicago, Illinois, is best known for his role as Caledon Cal Hockley in Titanic. In the film, Zane portrayed the wealthy, arrogant fiancé of Rose DeWitt Bukater, adding depth to the story with his character's controlling and at times ruthless nature. His portrayal of Cal, the primary antagonist, amplified the drama and tension, highlighting the social power dynamics of the upper class during the Titanic era. At 31 during filming, Zane's performance became one of the most memorable elements of the film. After Titanic, he took on diverse roles in both film and television, appearing in projects like The Phantom, Zoolander, and Mad Dogs. Zane is known for his strong, versatile acting and work in film production. As of 2024, at 58 years old, he remains active in the entertainment industry, attending film festivals and participating in various artistic and charitable endeavors. Susie Amos, born on January 5, 1962, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, is an American actress and former model, best known for her role in Titanic. In the film, she portrayed Lizzie Calvert, the granddaughter of Rose Dawson, played by Gloria Stewart, who helps document Rose's story alongside treasure hunter Brock Lovett. At 35 during filming, Susie brought a calm and inquisitive presence to the role of Lizzie. After Titanic, she largely stepped away from acting and focused on environmental and humanitarian causes. She married James Cameron, the director of Titanic, in 2000, and the couple became passionate advocates for environmental sustainability. Together, they co-founded MW School, an educational organization promoting plant-based eating and sustainability. Now 62, Susie Amos remains a dedicated environmental activist, deeply involved in advocacy for planetary protection. Bernard Hill, born on December 17, 1944 in Manchester, England, is best known for his portrayal of Captain Edward Smith in Titanic, the experienced yet ultimately tragic captain of the ill-fated ship. Hill's performance conveyed a strong sense of authority, tempered with vulnerability, as Captain Smith faced the immense responsibility of navigating the Titanic through perilous waters. His portrayal captured the internal conflict and sense of duty that made Captain Smith a deeply tragic figure in the disaster. At 52 during filming, Hill continued to enjoy success with notable roles, including King Theoden in the Lord of the Rings series. With a career spanning film, television, and theater, Hill is respected for his powerful and diverse performances. Now 79 in 2024, Bernard Hill remains celebrated for his legacy as a talented actor, even as he appears less frequently in the public eye. Bill Paxton, born on May 17, 1955 in Fort Worth, Texas, is best known for his portrayal of Brock Lovett in Titanic, a modern-day treasure hunter leading an expedition to recover a precious diamond from the wreck of the Titanic. Paxton's character serves as the catalyst for Rose's story, with his initial obsession with Titanic artifacts gradually evolving into a deep respect for the human stories behind the tragedy as he listens to Rose's account. His performance brought a grounded, curious presence to the framing narrative of the film. At 42 during filming, Paxton was already known for his roles in Aliens, Apollo 13, and Twister, gaining widespread affection for his charm and versatility as an actor. Sadly, Bill Paxton passed away on February 25, 2017 at the age of 61 due to complications following surgery. He is remembered for his dedication to acting and filmmaking, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances that continue to resonate with audiences. Kathy Bates, born on June 28, 1948 in Memphis, Tennessee, portrayed Molly Brown, famously known as the unsinkable Molly Brown, in Titanic. Her character was a warm, down-to-earth, and passionate passenger who stood out among the first-class crowd due to her kindness and openness, particularly towards Jack Dawson and other third-class passengers. Bates infused the role with humor, resilience, and generosity, making Molly Brown a beloved character. At 49 during filming, Bates had already achieved notable success, including an Oscar win for her role in Misery. After Titanic, she continued to shine in films and TV series like American Horror Story, Richard Jewell, and About Schmidt. Known for her strong on-screen presence and versatility, Kathy Bates became one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. Now 76 in 2024, she remains active in the industry, cherished for her talent, sincerity, and lasting impact on film. Johnny Hyde, born on May 21, 1948 in Brisbane, Australia, is best known for his role as J. Bruce Ismay, the CEO of the White Star Line in Titanic. Portrayed as an arrogant and ambitious character eager to set speed records for the Titanic, Hyde's performance skillfully captured Ismay's drive, as well as his growing regret and fear as the disaster unfolded. This made him one of the film's most complex and conflicted characters. At 49 during filming, Hyde showcased his versatile acting talent. Known for roles like Van Pelt in Jumanji and Dr. Alan Chamberlain in The Mummy, He demonstrated a wide range in both comedic and dramatic roles. As of 2024, Hyde is 76 and remains active in film, television, and theater, respected for his dynamic and engaging performances across various genres. Louis Abernathy, born on November 28, 1949 in Texas, USA, is a filmmaker, writer, and actor, best known for his role in Titanic. In the film, Abernathy portrayed Louis Bodine, a maritime historian and member of the Titanic exploration team led by Brock Lovett, played by Bill Paxton. Bodine plays a crucial role in analyzing and researching the Titanic's history as the expedition searches for the heart of the ocean diamond. His character adds a sense of humor and lightheartedness to the film, providing comedic relief amid the intense and dramatic moments. While Titanic was a significant role in Abernathy's acting career, he has also worked extensively behind the scenes as a filmmaker and writer. Danny Nucci, born on September 15, 1968 in Kenner, Louisiana, is an American actor, best known for his role in Titanic. In the film, he portrayed Fabrizio, the passionate and loyal friend of Jack Dawson, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who embarks on the ill-fated journey aboard the RMS Titanic. Fabrizio's lively personality and devotion to Jack made him a standout supporting character. At 28 during filming, Nucci's performance left a lasting impact, endearing him to audiences. After Titanic, Nucci continued his acting career with prominent roles in TV shows and films, including his portrayal of Mike Foster in The Fosters. Now 56, Nucci is recognized for his versatility and dedication to his craft, taking on a wide range of roles in various genres. He remains active in Hollywood and is celebrated for his beloved role in Titanic. Ewan Stewart, born on August 18, 1957 in Glasgow, Scotland, is a Scottish actor, best known for his role in Titanic. In the film, he portrayed William Murdoch, the first officer aboard the Titanic, who played a key role in making decisions during the ship's tragic sinking. Stewart's performance brought emotional depth to the historical events, with his portrayal of Murdoch becoming one of the film's most memorable and impactful characters. At 39 during filming, Stewart's role left a lasting impression on audiences. After Titanic, Stewart continued his acting career with roles in television and films, including The World Is Not Enough, 1999, and Water Road. Now 67, Stewart remains active in the industry, participating in both film and television projects. While many of his roles have been supporting, his portrayal of William Murdoch in Titanic remains one of his most beloved and recognized performances. Iowan Gruffydd, born on October 6, 1973, in Aberdare, Wales, is a Welsh actor, best known for his role in Titanic. In the film, Gruffydd portrayed Charles Lightoller, the fifth officer, who became famous for his heroic actions in returning to search for survivors after the Titanic sank. Though his role was relatively small, the character's courage and compassion resonated with audiences, leaving a lasting impact. At 23 during filming, Titanic marked one of his first significant roles in Hollywood. After the film, Gruffydd's career flourished with leading roles in Fantastic Four, 2005, and the TV series Horatio Hornblower and Forever. Now 51, Gruffydd remains active in both film and television, most recently starring in the series Liar. Known for his charm, versatility, and dedication to his craft, he maintains a respected presence in both British and American entertainment. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey through Titanic on our show. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the cast, their real ages, and how they have changed over the years. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with more interesting Hollywood facts. See you next time, and keep enjoying the classic films. In the world of The Cosby Show, familiar faces have left a lasting impression on audiences with their emotional and humorous performances. But as time passes, sadly, many of the stars from this legendary show are no longer with us. In today's video, we will take a look back at the lives and careers of 42 The Cosby Show actors who have passed away. These individuals have left behind unforgettable memories for the public and their fans. Join me as we explore these touching stories and pay tribute to these stars on their journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these legendary stories that helped shape television history. Best known for his role as Russell Huxtable in The Cosby Show in 1984, he was a talented man who lived a solitary life. With a solid training background and a deep love for Shakespeare, he dedicated most of his career to the stage and earned widespread recognition for his impressive performances. Despite his success in the industry, he never married or had children, dedicating his entire life to his craft. To escape the pressures of Hollywood, he found solace in Norway, where he owned a home and lived in seclusion. Financial stability allowed him to live comfortably, with an estimated net worth of around $5 million at the time of his death. His assets included real estate in Norway and a valuable collection of books and manuscripts. Later, he moved to live in the home of actor Lillian Booth in Englewood, New Jersey, where he spent his final days in quiet solitude. He peacefully passed away on November 17, 2017, at the age of 91 from natural causes. The actress who played Anna Huxtable in 1985 was a talented performer. Her journey in Hollywood was marked by both success and struggle. She had a long and respected career in television and theater, but financial security always seemed just out of reach. While she brought warmth and intelligence to her roles, her personal life was filled with challenges. She was married, but her marriage was considered unusual, and she spent most of her later years alone. Despite her long career, she never amassed significant wealth, though she owned a modest home and had some valuable personal belongings. Her health began to decline in her 80s, leading to frequent hospitalizations. Although she made significant contributions to the entertainment industry, she did not receive the widespread recognition she deserved in her later years. She spent her final days in Englewood, New Jersey, where she passed away from congestive heart failure on May 30, 2011, at the age of 93. The actor who played Stanley in 1991 had a promising career that was tragically cut short while he was at the peak of his success. A former child actor who successfully transitioned to more mature roles, he was working hard to solidify his place in Hollywood. However, he faced significant personal struggles, including false accusations, which severely affected his mental and emotional well-being. His love life was turbulent, and he often spoke about the challenges of finding genuine relationships in the entertainment industry. He had modest financial success, but his assets were not particularly large, consisting mainly of personal belongings, some savings, and investments in his career. On the night of November 9, 2002, his life was tragically cut short when he was ambushed and shot in Los Angeles. He was only 26 years old, and his murder shocked the entertainment world, serving as a grim reminder of the dangers that young stars sometimes face. The actor who appeared as Dr. Burns in 1986 was a beloved entertainer with a distinguished career, but his personal struggles cast a shadow over his success. His role in The Cosby Show was just a brief moment in a career that spanned comedy, music, and humanitarian work. While beloved by audiences, his personal life was far from harmonious. His marriage to Sylvia, though strong, was often described as turbulent, with long periods of separation and tension due to infidelity. The couple had a daughter, Dina, but Kay's relentless career was often prioritized over family life. Financially, he was better off than many, having accumulated a fortune valued at around $10 million, which included a luxurious home in Beverly Hills and a collection of classic cars. However, in his later years, his health deteriorated due to complications from hepatitis C, leading to severe heart issues. On March 3, 1987, at the age of 76, he passed away from heart failure. The actress who played Dr. Hughes in 1986 was a pioneering figure who tirelessly fought against the racial and gender barriers in Hollywood, but her life was filled with struggles. She constantly faced challenges in her career, as the roles for black actresses were often limited. She never married and had no children, choosing an independent life over pursuing a traditional family. She lived in a modest home in Los Angeles, where she focused on her career and personal interests, particularly her collection of art pieces that reflected her appreciation for culture and activism. Financially, Rosalind never achieved great wealth, with an estimated net worth of only about $500,000. She remained resilient throughout her life, but was never fully recognized by Hollywood. She quietly battled cancer and passed away on October 31, 1995, at the age of 56 from the disease, leaving behind valuable career mementos and personal belongings cherished by her family. The actor who played Mr. Hampton in The Cosby Show in 1984 was not only an actor but also a legendary jazz musician. His life was filled with victories but also personal struggles. Gillespie's career had a profound impact on the jazz music scene, but behind the scenes, he faced financial difficulties and health challenges. He married Lorraine Willis, but their relationship was complicated due to his frequent touring. Although they had no children, he regretted not having a true family life. Despite his success, Gillespie did not accumulate the large fortune one might expect. His assets were valued at around $1.5 million, which included a home in Englewood, New Jersey, and a priceless collection of musical instruments. His later years were marked by a painful battle with pancreatic cancer. Despite this, he continued to play music whenever he could. Gillespie passed away on January 6, 1993, at the age of 75. The talented actress, best known for her role as Mrs. Hudson in The Cosby Show in 1991, had a life that ended tragically. While she was praised throughout her career, financial success in television and theater remained elusive, and she was never able to fully enjoy the wealth that should have accompanied her long career. Lynn never married, and despite having close friends, her private life was often lonely. She had no children, which made her feel isolated in her later years. One of her greatest struggles was the industry's failure to fully recognize her talent, as she was often relegated to supporting roles despite her exceptional abilities. In addition, she faced persistent health issues that she mostly kept private. She suddenly passed away from a hemorrhagic stroke on March 12, 2003, at the age of 54. Her modest estate mainly consisted of personal belongings and professional mementos. The actor who played Dr. Bruce Foster in The Cosby Show in 1986 was a man of great intelligence and sophistication. However, his personal life remains a mystery. With a deep, commanding voice, he became a sought-after actor. But off-screen, he was incredibly private and discreet. He never married or had children, and his romantic life was the subject of much speculation. Although he never publicly confirmed any relationships, he had financial security, owning a comfortable home in Los Angeles along with a collection of rare books, poetry, and art. His career spanned decades, and he was respected for his eloquence and talent. However, in his later years, he faced stomach cancer and chose not to disclose his illness to many. Despite his declining health, he continued to work, living in seclusion as his condition worsened. On April 11, 2007, at the age of 84, he passed away after a battle with cancer. The actress who played Mrs. McGee in The Cosby Show in 1989 was a renowned Broadway star, famous for her sharp wit and larger-than-life presence. While The Cosby Show was just a small part of her extensive career, her role in the show added to her television legacy. Stritch was known for her blunt attitude and brutally honest approach to life, including her long battle with alcohol addiction that spanned several decades. She married actor John Bay in 1973, but their marriage was childless, and his death deeply saddened her. Despite her immense success, she often spoke about her loneliness and regrets, particularly about not having children. Financially, she was well off, with an estate valued at around $20 million, including her luxurious home in Birmingham, Michigan, a collection of luxury cars, and Broadway memorabilia. In her later years, she lived in semi-retirement and expressed her frustration with aging and declining health. She passed away on July 17, 2014, at the age of 89. The actress who played Carrie Hanks in The Cosby Show in 1984, Ethel Aer, was a respected artist who dedicated her life to the stage and screen. Despite a career that spanned many roles, she never achieved widespread fame. Hollywood, with its limited opportunities for older black actresses, often confined her to supporting roles. Although stable in her work, she never received the financial rewards that matched her talent. Never married and without children, she devoted herself entirely to the arts. She owned a modest home and had some personal savings, living simply without ever truly achieving financial security. In her later years, she chose a quiet life, staying away from the glamour of Hollywood. Despite her significant contributions to the entertainment industry, she did not receive much public recognition. She passed away on November 18, 2018, at the age of 88. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed, but her passing marked the end of a silent, principled career dedicated entirely to the arts. Best known for his role as Dr. Davis in 1987, he was a comedic actor, but the struggles in his real life were far from funny. While he made audiences laugh, he faced many personal and financial challenges behind the scenes. He never publicly spoke about a wife or children, and no romantic relationships were disclosed in his life, leading many to believe that he faced his struggles alone. Despite having a long career in television and film, he never achieved the financial security that some of his colleagues did. His assets included personal belongings, stage memorabilia, and some financial assets, but he left behind no substantial fortune. Health issues plagued him in his later years, leading to multiple hospitalizations. His final days were difficult as he battled pneumonia and heart failure. On February 19, 2013, at the age of 77, Myers passed away in Charleston, West Virginia. The actor who played Al Hanks in 1985 was a jazz legend with a powerful voice that brought him fame, but his personal life was often lonely. While he was widely acclaimed for his music, his role in The Cosby Show was one of many television appearances that showcased his versatility. He was briefly married, but the relationship ended in quiet estrangement, and he had no children. Despite his successful career, Williams never accumulated significant wealth. While he owned a modest home and a collection of classic cars, including a cherished classic Cadillac, he lived comfortably but not extravagantly, relying on royalties from his music. In his later years, he faced health challenges and financial disputes as some relatives and associates sought control over his remaining assets. While he continued performing, his health declined, leading to increasing isolation. On March 29, 1999, at the age of 80, Williams collapsed on the streets of Las Vegas and passed away from natural causes. The actor who played Homer in 1986 was an extraordinary playwright, filmmaker, and actor, but his career was overshadowed by struggles with illness, discrimination in the industry, and financial instability. Despite his immense talent, he never received the widespread recognition he truly deserved. He never married or had children, dedicating himself entirely to his craft. His personal life was marked by struggles, including battles with health issues and the challenges of being a black artist in Hollywood throughout his career. Financially, he struggled throughout his life, leaving behind a modest estate consisting of his scripts, personal works, and some assets of sentimental value. His final years were tragic, as he suffered from worsening arthritis due to complications related to AIDS. As his health declined, he withdrew from public life, spending his last days in relative seclusion. On April 5, 1989, at the age of 59, he passed away in Nyack, New York. The actor who played Dr. Lotus in 1989 was a deeply respected performer with a commanding presence. However, his personal life was marred by sorrow. Known for his Shakespearean-style performances, Gunn's career never reached the financial heights that his talent deserved. He lived modestly in his later years, residing in a quiet neighborhood rather than a luxurious estate. His vehicle was a simple, reliable car instead of a high-end automobile. Although he married his longtime love, Gwen Wells, their relationship was fraught with difficulties, particularly as his health declined. They had a son, Justin, but family tensions arose due to issues with firearms, his worsening health, and financial insecurity. One of the greatest tragedies of his life was his battle with chronic asthma, which often left him debilitated and impacted his ability to work. In addition, he faced racial discrimination throughout his career, which limited his opportunities in Hollywood. Despite his immense talent, he passed away on December 16, 2002, at the age of 64, due to prolonged health issues. The actor who played Dave in 1991 had a steady career, but never achieved the immense financial security he deserved. His home was comfortable but unremarkable, and he led a relatively modest life, staying away from the lavish pleasures of Hollywood. Dempsey married but went through a turbulent relationship, which ultimately led to estrangement in his later years. He had children, but they were not deeply involved in his life, especially toward the end. A significant tragedy in his life was his struggle with anonymity. Despite working in the industry for decades, he never became a household name, which made him financially insecure as he grew older. Another source of sorrow was his declining health, which forced him into an early retirement. When he passed away on August 27, 1998, at the age of 69, from natural causes, his estate was modest, and very little is known about his current financial situation. His story makes many feel regretful for a talent that lived quietly, but others believe that this was his true joy, being able to be himself. If you have any other thoughts about this character or would like to share your opinion, let us know in the comments. If you liked this video or have a topic you'd like to learn more about, feel free to tell us. We'd love to hear from you. The actress who played a saleswoman in The Cosby Show in 1984 had a long career but was often overlooked in the film and television industry. Despite her versatility, she was frequently cast in supporting roles and never truly gained widespread fame in mainstream entertainment. Her marriage to Philip Rose was one of the few constants in her life, although their relationship was tested by long periods of separation due to work. They never had children, leaving her with a deep sense of loneliness in her later years. She was financially stable, but not wealthy, with her main asset being a new apartment in New York City, filled with personal mementos from her acting career. She struggled with health issues in her later years, particularly cervical cancer, which ultimately affected her in the final stages of her life. She withdrew from public life and rarely made appearances. Some of her assets, valued at around $1 million, were donated to charitable causes. She passed away on October 4, 2011, at the age of 85. Christophe St. John, who played David James in The Cosby Show in 1984, lived a life full of ups and downs. While he found fame and achieved financial success, accumulating a significant fortune including a home and personal assets, his wealth could not protect him from deep personal tragedies. He was married twice, first to Maya St. John and later to Alan Adal, but both marriages ended in divorce, largely due to personal struggles and mental health challenges. He had 2 children, Julian and Paris, but his life was forever marked by the suicide of Julian in 2014, a loss from which he never truly recovered. The grief from this tragedy led him into a downward spiral, marked by periods of depression and alcohol abuse. Another tragedy in his life was his ongoing battle with mental health, as he was frequently in and out of treatment centers. His later years were filled with hardship. When he passed away on February 3, 2019, at the age of 52 from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy caused by alcohol, he left behind a complex estate with financial disputes that arose in the years following his death. The actor who played Dr. Wexler in The Cosby Show in 1985 was a Hollywood star who worked behind the scenes as a producer and actor. Despite achieving great success in the entertainment industry, his personal life was unstable. He was married, but the demands of his work often kept him away from home, creating tension in the relationship. He was known for his wit and sharp business acumen, amassing a fortune through television projects and real estate valued at around $4 million. His home in Beverly Hills was filled with mementos from his career, including rare scripts and production notes from the shows he helped create. As he grew older, he withdrew from the public eye, spending more time reflecting on his accomplishments rather than seeking new success. His final years were relatively peaceful, although he remained respected in the industry. He passed away on January 11, 1997, at the age of 89, from natural causes. The actor who played Coach Un Scott in The Cosby Show in 1985 was a distinguished actor and educator, but his life was filled with struggles. Despite his undeniable talent, he often found himself confined by the limited opportunities available to him in Hollywood. He was a private man, rarely speaking about his personal life. Although it was known that his relationships were challenging and often short-lived, he never had children, dedicating most of his energy to his craft and later teaching aspiring actors. Financially, he was not as wealthy as some of his colleagues, with an estate valued at around $1 million, primarily consisting of his home in Washington, D.C., and a collection of stage memorabilia. He spent his later years mentoring students, trying to pass on the knowledge he had gained throughout his career. However, declining health eventually forced him to retire from teaching. He passed away on August 9, 2012, at the age of 81, from a non-community-related illness. The actress who played herself in The Cosby Show in 1985 was a pioneer in the entertainment industry and a strong advocate for civil rights. While her public image was one of grace and confidence, her personal life was much more complex. She was married twice, and both marriages faced significant challenges due to the racial and societal pressures of the time. The loss of her son, Teddy Jones, in 1970 was a devastating blow that she was never able to fully recover from. Despite achieving financial success with an estate valued at around $20 million, her wealth did little to ease the emotional pain she carried with her. Her assets included a beautiful home in New York City and an extensive collection of jewelry and artwork, much of which was later donated to civil rights organizations. In her later years, she became increasingly reclusive, rarely appearing in public. She passed away on May 9, 2010, at the age of 92, due to heart failure. The actor who played Mr. Barker in 1985 was a stage and screen performer, renowned for a critically acclaimed career, but his personal life was less celebrated. While he was known for his commanding presence on the Broadway stage, his television appearances, including The Cosby Show, provided him with financial stability rather than widespread fame. Grizzard never married and had no children, dedicating himself entirely to his craft. He lived in a fully equipped apartment in New York City, filled with rare books and stage memorabilia. Although financially comfortable, he often spoke about the loneliness that came with a life devoted to the pursuit of perfection. His estate, valued at around $1.5 million, was quietly distributed to close friends and family after his passing. In his later years, he battled lung cancer, a disease he fought silently until his health rapidly declined. On October 2, 2007, at the age of 79, he passed away due to complications from the illness. The actor who played Dr. Dan Morgan in 1986 was best known for voicing Sebastian in The Little Mermaid. However, his life was filled with struggles beyond the cheerful persona he portrayed on screen. His role in The Cosby Show was a supporting one, but his contributions to the entertainment industry were significant. He was a devoted family man, married with children. However, financial instability and career challenges often placed a strain on his personal life. His estate was valued at around $1 million, including a home in New York and a collection of valuable musical instruments, but he never achieved the same wealth as many of his contemporaries. Despite making significant contributions to the industry, he struggled to secure leading roles and find stable work in the years that followed. His final battle was against prostate cancer, a disease that gradually drained his strength. He passed away on May 24, 2021, at the age of 74. The actor who played Thora Hill in 1985 was a talented performer known for his outstanding performances, but his personal life was filled with sorrow and loneliness. Although The Cosby Show was just a supporting role in his career, the show contributed to building a diverse portfolio of television work for him. Williams was once married to actress Gloria Foster, but their marriage ended in divorce, and he never remarried. The couple had no children, and after Foster's death, Williams became increasingly reclusive. Despite a successful career, he never pursued extravagant wealth. Instead, he lived in a modest home in Los Angeles, with a collection of sentimental personal items rather than luxury assets. His estate was estimated at around $2 million, which was quite modest by Hollywood standards, and his assets were eventually managed by distant family members. His later years were overshadowed by illness, as he quietly fought colon cancer, not revealing it to many within his circle. On June 4, 2021, at the age of 81, he succumbed to the disease. The drummer from 1986 was a pioneer in jazz music, but his personal life was filled with struggles. Despite his musical genius, he lived in a modest home in New York and owned an extensive collection of jazz memorabilia, including rare records and instruments. However, he never accumulated much wealth due to poor financial management and the unstable nature of the jazz industry. He married multiple times, but his relationships often ended due to his constant touring and struggles with addiction. Despite having several children, his absence from family life created emotional distance, straining his relationships. One of the greatest challenges he faced was his prolonged battle with heroin addiction, which not only affected his health, but also hindered his career, causing him to lose many opportunities. Another sorrow in his life was the decline in the popularity of jazz within the mainstream artistic community, which forced him to accept lower-paying performance contracts in his later years. When he passed away on October 16, 1990, at the age of 71 from lung cancer, his estate was estimated to be between $500,000 and $1 million. Some of his valuable memorabilia was donated to jazz music education programs to continue preserving his musical legacy. The actor who played Norman Kirby in The Cosby Show in 1987 was a beloved comedian, but his life was filled with personal struggles. While he made audiences laugh, he faced disappointments in his career and personal difficulties. He owned a modest home in Los Angeles and maintained a collection of comedy scripts and memorabilia, but he never amassed the immense wealth that some of his fellow comedians achieved. His long marriage, while stable, faced difficulties due to his dedication to comedy, which led him to prioritize work over his personal life. Despite having children, his focus on his career created an emotional distance between him and his family. One of his greatest regrets was being unable to transition to theater and land roles that Hollywood never valued him for. Beyond comedy, another major issue in his life was the gradual fading of his comedic style, which made it difficult for him to make a living in his later years. When he passed away on October 9, 2005, at the age of 92 from lung cancer, his estate, valued at around $1 million, was divided among his family, with a portion donated to support comedy education. The actor who played Scott Kelly in The Cosby Show in 1987 was a talented performer, but despite his successful career, he never felt fully satisfied with his ambitions. He owned a beautiful home in Los Angeles and collected scripts and mementos from his decades of work in the industry. However, his financial success was overshadowed by personal struggles. Culp married 5 times, and his relationships often ended in divorce, leaving him feeling lonely in his later years. Although he had children, his workaholism caused emotional distance in his family relationships, making his home life complicated. One of his greatest disappointments in life was taking on roles that never led to the fame he had hoped for. Another challenge he faced was his declining health, which forced him to slow down his work, a situation that caused him considerable frustration. When he passed away on March 24, 2010, at the age of 79 from a heart attack, his estate was estimated to be around $5 million. His family oversaw his estate, along with some contributions to film preservation organizations, but his career and personal life full of challenges left a lasting impact on his fans. The actor who played Herb Temple in The Cosby Show in 1987 was a veteran of Hollywood, but his career was overshadowed by personal struggles behind the scenes. Despite working in both television and film, he never accumulated much wealth. His estate primarily consisted of a modest home, few investments, and personal memorabilia from his days as an actor. Foster was a quiet and reserved man. He was married, but his relationship with his wife became strained, largely due to his unstable career and health issues. Despite having children, his relationship with them grew distant as he became more reclusive. One of the greatest pains in his life was feeling typecast, struggling to land roles that suited his talent, which led to bouts of depression. Foster's health declined in his later years, making daily activities a challenge. His finances dwindled, and he had to rely on Social Security along with limited savings. When he passed away on February 26, 2015 at the age of 85, from a non-communicable disease, he left behind a small estate. The struggles in his personal life and career reflected the challenges many Hollywood stars face behind the spotlight. The actor who played Ray Palomino in The Cosby Show in 1989 was a legendary entertainer with an impressive career. Despite his remarkable achievements, he faced many personal and financial troubles. His estate, which included a luxurious mansion in Beverly Hills and an expensive jewelry collection, gradually dwindled due to poor financial management, lavish spending, and debts. He married 3 times, including to actress Mae Britt. However, his relationships were heavily impacted by infidelity, racial tensions, and career pressures. He had children, but family life was impacted by the demands of his work and personal challenges. One of the biggest struggles in his life was facing racism. Even at the height of his career, he was denied many opportunities and the respect he deserved. Additionally, severe financial troubles related to poor investments and IRS debt depleted much of his wealth. When he passed away on May 16, 1990, at the age of 64, from throat cancer, his estate, valued at $5 million, had almost been completely depleted by debts. A life full of success, yet not without its challenges and sorrow. Who is your favorite member of the Cosby Show cast? Let us know in the comments. Although we've lost many beloved stars, their outstanding performances will forever live on in our hearts. Their impact on television and the memories they left behind will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more about classic TV stars. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Hollywood stars known for their party lifestyles. While many stars are known for their exceptional talents, some have gained attention for their ongoing struggles with alcohol. From wild party nights to shocking behavior on set, these celebrities were often spotted drunk. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more fascinating stories from the world of Hollywood, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so now so you never miss out on any of our videos. Joan Crawford, the legendary actress, not only made an unforgettable mark in Hollywood, but also became closely associated with one of the world's most recognizable brands, PepsiCo. After marrying the company's CEO, she took on the role of a high-profile brand ambassador, leveraging her star power to promote the business. However, this position came with more than just corporate duties. It also granted her some unique perks. During her international travels as Pepsi's representative, Crawford developed a reputation for her rather particular beverage preferences. Her go-to drinks included gin, bourbon, scotch, champagne, and, unsurprisingly, Pepsi, making sure she always had a well-stocked bar wherever she went. However, according to various reports, this famous drink may have been more of a prop, as Crawford was rumored to have a preference for stronger alcoholic drinks. Despite the peculiarities of her habits, Joan Crawford cemented her place in history not just as a film icon, but as a powerful figure who navigated the complexities of Hollywood with grace and tenacity. Her story reflects the blend of fame, business acumen, and a vibrant personal life, leaving behind a lasting legacy that continues to resonate in the world of entertainment. Leonard Nimoy, renowned for portraying the iconic Mr. Spock in Star Trek, became a cultural legend. However, beneath his calm, logical character was a personal battle with alcoholism. During the Star Trek production, Nimoy openly admitted to turning to alcohol as a coping mechanism for the overwhelming pressures of his demanding career. His co-star, William Shatner, revealed that Nimoy used alcohol as a way to shield himself from the immense stress brought on by fame and the expectations surrounding his role. What began as an occasional indulgence gradually escalated into a destructive addiction. Thankfully, Nimoy recognized the issue and took proactive steps to regain control of his life, entering rehabilitation shortly after completing Star Trek. Although Leonard Nimoy successfully battled his alcohol addiction, he continued to struggle with another harmful habit: smoking. Despite his efforts to improve his health, the long-term effects of smoking ultimately contributed to his death at the age of 83. Leonard Nimoy was more than just the beloved Mr. Spock. He embodied the complexity of personal struggles and the ongoing effort to overcome life's challenges. His story not only sheds light on the hidden battles faced by many public figures, but also serves as a poignant reminder of the human side of the stars we admire, urging us to approach their stories with empathy and understanding. Richard Burton, one of Hollywood's most revered stars, was not only known for his exceptional acting, but also for his ongoing battles with alcohol. During the height of his career in the 1970s, it was rumored that he consumed up to 2 or 3 bottles of vodka daily, contributing to a controversial public persona. Burton humorously claimed that he managed his drinking by sticking to just 1 bottle a day, and even jokingly said he felt sober after finishing 2 bottles, highlighting the severity of his addiction. Despite these personal struggles, Burton's acting talent remained undeniable, with his iconic role in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966, earning him an Academy Award nomination. However, Burton's battle with alcohol took a heavy toll, deeply impacting both his health and career. While filming The Klansman, his condition had deteriorated to the point where he often had to perform scenes while seated or lying down just to stay steady. Realizing the severity of his situation, Burton made the brave decision to seek professional help and entered rehabilitation. Though he managed to break free from his addiction, years of excessive drinking had already inflicted irreversible damage on his body. In 1984, Richard Burton passed away due to complications from cirrhosis and kidney failure, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in film and a poignant reminder of the struggles he faced throughout his life. The legendary music icon Frank Sinatra, an irreplaceable symbol of his generation, was not only famous for his captivating voice and elegant demeanor, but also for his distinctive drinking habits. Sinatra was known to be particularly fond of Jack Daniels, so much so that he always had a glass in hand, whether it was day or night. It's said that he had his own special recipe: 4 ice cubes, 2 fingers of Jack Daniels, and a splash of water, all served in a classic rocks glass. He was rumored to be able to drink an entire bottle of Jack Daniels every day, a habit that deeply worried his doctor. While his career was incredibly successful, with timeless films and songs, his drinking habit left a negative mark on his personal life. When intoxicated, Sinatra was known to be short-tempered and often had conflicts with journalists and colleagues. There's even a story about how his ex-wife had to hide in a room, witnessing him drinking gin to the point of becoming aggressive. Despite this, Sinatra remained beloved by many, and his famous group of friends in Hollywood often joked that they were America's Olympic drinking team. When he passed away in 1998, a bottle of Jack Daniels was placed in his casket as a tribute to his special love for the drink. Sinatra left behind a monumental legacy, but also a reminder of the glamorous yet challenging life of a star at the peak of fame. If you found this video interesting and want to continue exploring more surprising stories from Hollywood, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest videos. Share this video with your friends so everyone can learn, and feel free to leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts on this topic. Cary Grant, one of Hollywood's most iconic stars, struggled with alcohol addiction during the 1950s. In an unconventional attempt to overcome this battle, his doctor suggested a then controversial treatment, LSD. Instead of rejecting the drug, Grant embraced it, seeing it as a way to unlock personal freedom and achieve clarity through its hallucinogenic effects. This experience not only helped him confront past trauma, but also provided him with a fresh outlook on life. He shared his newfound perspective with close friends, including Judy Balaban, the daughter of Paramount Pictures president, who reportedly believed that if LSD had a positive impact on Cary Grant, it could benefit her too. During his treatment, Cary Grant underwent around 100 therapy sessions, each allowing him to gain profound insights into his own psyche and the world. While the use of LSD was highly controversial at the time, it helped him achieve a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Cary Grant went on to lead a more tranquil life, passing away at the age of 82. His legacy is marked not only by his remarkable acting career, but also by his journey of overcoming personal struggles and finding harmony in life. Spencer Tracy, one of Hollywood's greatest actors, struggled with alcohol addiction throughout much of his life, which had a profound impact on both his career and personal relationships. His battle with alcoholism was widely documented, including in James Curtis's biography of him. Tracy's drinking often interfered with his health and well-being, and his efforts to control it were largely unsuccessful. In 1942, his medical records at Johns Hopkins revealed that he attempted to quit drinking by attending short-term treatment programs after each film project, but these efforts were often brief and ultimately ineffective in breaking his cycle of addiction. Despite knowing the damaging effects of alcohol, Spencer Tracy struggled to resist its pull. He often withdrew to luxurious hotels, missing important commitments and letting down those around him. Even after 5 years of sobriety, Tracy still couldn't shake his cravings. He confessed that the mere sight of a martini glass could reignite his desire to drink. His friend and director Joseph Mans revealed that the guilt and sorrow stemming from his ongoing battle with alcoholism gradually took a toll on his mental health, leaving emotional scars that never healed. Tracy's life was not just defined by his on-screen success, but also by his ongoing painful fight against the destructive power of alcohol addiction. Bela Lugosi, a legendary icon of horror cinema, lived a life fraught with personal tragedy, primarily due to his struggles with alcohol and drug addiction. In his later years, he faced a debilitating dependency on morphine and alcohol, which took a heavy toll on both his physical and mental health. His addiction became evident in his performances, notably in films like Into Darkness, where his inner anguish was often mirrored in his characters. One of the most memorable and heartbreaking moments of his career occurred while filming with director Ed Wood. During a particularly intense scene, Lugosi broke down both physically and emotionally, an all-too-real reflection of the personal demons he was battling at the time. It is said that during a deeply emotional moment, Lugosi, overcome with despair, pointed a gun at Ed Wood, tears running down his face. In a broken voice, he whispered, "Eddie, I'm going to die tonight, and I want to take you with me." His words reflected the immense pain he was battling. Ed Wood, having faced his own struggles with alcoholism, recognized Lugosi's suffering. Instead of panicking, he reached for a bottle of scotch, Lugosi's favorite drink. As soon as Lugosi took a sip, the tension eased. The gun slipped from his grasp, and the room settled into a fragile calm. Lugosi's life was not just a tale of Hollywood fame, but also a tragic fight against addiction, revealing the struggles that lay behind his legendary career. Michael Landon, the beloved star of Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie, was admired for his wholesome, gentle, on-screen presence. Yet behind the scenes, he battled a lengthy struggle with alcohol and cigarette addiction, which he worked hard to keep private. Landon developed a routine of mixing alcohol into his everyday drinks, like whiskey in his coffee and vodka in other beverages, in an attempt to hide his dependency. Even outside of work, he frequented local bars, making drinking a significant part of his life. Despite his public image, these hidden struggles were part of his personal journey. Melissa Gilbert, the actress who portrayed Michael Landon's daughter on Little House on the Prairie, shared that she was unaware of his habit of putting vodka in his coffee. Gilbert revealed that Landon's influence extended beyond the screen, as she found herself drawn to men who resembled him. Along with his drinking, Landon was also a heavy smoker, consuming up to 4 packs of unfiltered cigarettes daily. This smoking habit is believed to have played a role in the pancreatic cancer that ultimately claimed his life at 54. Despite his personal struggles, Michael Landon's legacy endures through his iconic roles and deep passion for acting. His story highlights the hidden challenges of fame and reminds us to approach addiction with empathy and understanding. Barbara Payton, a rising star in 1950s Hollywood, seemed destined for greatness with roles alongside legends like James Cagney, Gary Cooper, and Gregory Peck. However, her promising career was derailed by a life immersed in alcohol, which not only affected her career but also her personal relationships. Her struggle with alcoholism led to multiple arrests for public intoxication and even criminal activities, often being found drunk at bars. Her tragic fall from stardom is a stark reminder of how the pressures of fame and personal struggles can destroy even the most promising careers. Despite her once promising career, Barbara Payton's life tragically spiraled out of control. After losing custody of her children due to her erratic behavior, she was found drunk and asleep on a bus on Sunset Boulevard, wearing only a coat and swimsuit. Her life continued to be consumed by alcohol and tumultuous encounters, eventually leading to severe health issues. At just 39 years old, Payton passed away from heart disease and liver failure, marking the heartbreaking end of a life filled with unrealized potential. Though her career was short-lived, Barbara Payton's story serves as a somber reminder of how fame and personal struggles can derail talent and dreams. Oliver Reed, a gifted actor known for his intense on-screen presence, was also infamous for his battles with alcoholism, which often overshadowed his professional achievements. His tough reputation was partly shaped by his wild lifestyle, with a notorious incident involving a drunken brawl that left scars on his face. Reed's acting career featured standout roles in The Three Musketeers, Oliver Twist, Treasure Island, and his unforgettable performance as Proximo in Gladiator. Ridley Scott, the director of Gladiator, invited Reed to join the cast with the agreement that he would stay sober during filming. Sadly, Reed's struggles with alcohol remained an issue. The night before completing his final scenes, Reed went on a drinking spree in a Maltese bar, consuming excessive amounts of alcohol. Oliver Reed passed away from a heart attack at the age of 61 in a bar, a tragic end that mirrored the chaos of his personal life. Despite his turbulent years, Reed reflected on his experiences with humor and candor. When asked about his regrets, he famously joked that he couldn't drink every bottle in the bar or love every woman in the world. While his legacy endures through his remarkable roles, Reed's story is a sobering reminder of the risks of a reckless lifestyle and the devastating toll of addiction. Peter O'Toole, known for his striking blue eyes and charismatic presence, may not be the first person associated with alcohol addiction, but he became infamous as one of Hollywood's most prolific drinkers. In a candid interview with David Letterman, O'Toole shared that his drinking habit was influenced by the cultural norms of his time, where alcohol was a common part of both socializing and professional life. He even admitted that he believed drinking helped enhance his performances, viewing it as a means to channel creativity and emotion on screen. One of the most famous anecdotes about O'Toole's drinking involves the filming of Lawrence of Arabia, particularly the camel riding scenes. Both O'Toole and his co-star Omar Sharif were terrified of camels, so they decided to drink to calm their nerves during the shoot. This moment later became a symbol of their bravery in facing their fears. When asked about it, O'Toole humorously confessed that he couldn't remember much of the scene due to the amount he drank, but at least he hadn't forgotten his lines. Despite his wild behavior, O'Toole remains an iconic figure in cinema, remembered not only for his extraordinary talent, but also for the unforgettable stories from his adventurous life. Dean Martin was a beloved star whose onstage persona oozed charisma and style, effortlessly combining charm, humor, and a laid-back coolness. His image, synonymous with a drink in hand and a cigarette, became iconic, admired by fans worldwide. One of his most memorable quotes, "I feel sorry for people who don't drink. When they wake up in the morning, that's the best they're going to feel all day," further cemented his status as a larger-than-life figure. However, few were aware that this carefully crafted public persona was not entirely reflective of his true life. While often seen with a glass of wine, the reality was that his glass frequently held apple juice, and the cigarette was nothing more than part of his performance. This image created a legend, making men want to imitate him and women unable to take their eyes off him. At night, Dean Martin was a devoted father and loving husband, spending time with his family, enjoying cozy dinners, and occasionally sharing a drink with his wife. Despite his busy career, he knew how to balance his personal life with his work. Dean Martin passed away in 1995 at the age of 78. But his legacy lives on in the hearts of his fans. He was not just a stage legend, but also a symbol of grace, charm, and the ability to remain grounded in a world full of glamour. Elizabeth Taylor, an icon of beauty and talent in Hollywood's golden age, was not just famous for her captivating film career, but also for her resilience in facing personal demons. Alongside her professional success, she struggled with alcoholism and drug addiction for much of her life. In 1983, she made history by becoming the first major celebrity to seek help at the Betty Ford Center, a leading rehab facility founded by First Lady Betty Ford. This courageous step not only marked a turning point in her own recovery, but also helped reduce the stigma around addiction, providing a beacon of hope for others dealing with similar battles. After conquering her addiction, Elizabeth Taylor channeled her energy into becoming a dedicated activist, particularly in the fight against AIDS. She worked tirelessly to raise awareness and funds for AIDS research, prevention, and treatment. Using her platform, Taylor advocated for humanitarian causes, showing that her impact went far beyond her film career. Her transformation from personal struggle to global advocacy became an inspiring story of resilience. Elizabeth Taylor's legacy serves as a testament to the power of determination, showing that no matter how challenging life may get, there's always an opportunity to rise and create meaningful change. Errol Flynn, celebrated for his debonair looks and heroic roles like Robin Hood and Captain Blood, captivated audiences with his on-screen charm and dashing adventures. Yet, behind the swashbuckling persona, his life was marked by indulgence, excess, and wild living. Flynn's off-screen exploits were just as dramatic as the roles he portrayed, as he struggled with heavy drinking and cocaine addiction. His drinking habits became legendary, earning him the nickname the Liver of the Sea due to the staggering amount of alcohol he consumed aboard his private yacht. In addition to his notorious drinking, Errol Flynn was infamous for throwing wild parties where sex, alcohol, and cocaine were in abundant supply. His dedication to his craft sometimes led him to extreme lengths, making it hard for him to remain sober while filming. Sadly, Flynn's life was tragically cut short. His pursuit of indulgence and adventure took a toll on his health, and at the age of 50, he collapsed in an elevator due to the severe damage caused to his heart and lungs. He died shortly thereafter of a heart attack. Flynn's story stands as a powerful cautionary tale, showing how a reckless lifestyle and unhealthy habits can lead to a premature end, even for the most celebrated stars. The 1975 film Jaws was notorious for its challenging production, with many behind-the-scenes stories adding to its legacy. Beyond the massive fake sharks and rough seas, there were also tensions between the cast, particularly between Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss. Shaw, who portrayed Quint, exacerbated the strain by frequently drinking scotch during long shooting days. His alcohol consumption created several problems on set, including escalating conflicts with Dreyfuss, which added another layer of difficulty to an already demanding production. Although an important scene in the film shows Shaw's character drunk, outside of that moment, Shaw's drinking habit became a recurring problem, making the work environment tense. Dreyfuss, unhappy with the situation, openly expressed that he preferred to see his co-star sober and was displeased with Shaw's behavior. In fact, Dreyfuss angrily threw Shaw's glass of whiskey into the sea, clearly showing his frustration with Shaw's drinking habits, and perhaps this should have happened from the start. Despite the tensions between the actors, Jaws remains one of Hollywood's classic films, and the behind-the-scenes stories only add to the film's legendary success. Humphrey Bogart, widely regarded as one of the greatest actors in American cinema, became an enduring icon with his unforgettable roles in classic films. Despite his remarkable career, marked by multiple Oscar nominations and legendary performances, his personal life was marked by struggles, especially with alcohol. Known for his heavy drinking, Bogart's behavior could dramatically shift after 11:30 p.m., when he often became aggressive and difficult to deal with. His drinking habits increasingly affected his professional life, with reports of him showing up on set drunk or even refusing to work. On one notable occasion during the filming of Sahara, he wandered around the Warner Brothers studio in his pajamas, refusing to take part in the shoot. A famous story goes that his wife, Mayo, had to bring him a full martini glass just to help him keep working. Bogart also got into trouble when he drunkenly fled from a restaurant with their safe, leaving it in the middle of Beverly Hills Boulevard. Incidents like these not only affected his career, but also tarnished his public image. His lifelong habits of drinking and smoking took a severe toll on his health. In 1956, he was diagnosed with cancer and passed away shortly thereafter. However, in his final days, he still refused to give up drinking and was even seen enjoying a drink as his health worsened. Humphrey Bogart's life serves as a testament to the complexity of Hollywood legends, with a great career accompanied by equally difficult personal challenges. John Barrymore, one of Hollywood's brightest stars and a renowned member of the Barrymore family, left a lasting mark on the film industry in the early 20th century. Known for his remarkable performances, particularly in Shakespearean plays, and his iconic role in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Barrymore is widely regarded as one of the greatest talents of his era. However, behind his illustrious career, Barrymore struggled with alcoholism, which severely impacted both his health and his career. His addiction worsened over time, leading to a collapse in his personal life. A telling example of his dependency was when his second wife discovered that he had been drinking her perfume, highlighting the severity of his addiction. While Barrymore's talent was celebrated, his private life remained a continuous battle with the challenges he faced. In 1933, John Barrymore starred in the film Dinner at 8, where he portrayed a character struggling with alcoholism, which mirrored his own personal battles. Despite his undeniable acting prowess, his ongoing struggle with alcohol began to take a toll on his memory and ability to perform. At times, he had to rely on cue cards to deliver his lines, a clear indication of the damage his addiction had caused. This decline in his performance ability marked a downturn in his once thriving career. Ultimately, Barrymore passed away at the age of 60 due to alcohol-related health issues. His story serves as a somber reminder of the destructive power of addiction, even for those with extraordinary talent. William Claude Dukenfield, better known as W.C. Fields, remains a legend in American cinema, celebrated for his sharp comedic wit and distinct personality. With his unmistakable voice and mischievous charm, Fields captivated audiences in roles that blended humor and misfortune, creating a comedic legacy that still resonates today. More than just an actor, Fields became an icon of a particular era in comedy, bringing laughter to many while simultaneously facing his own personal demons. Beneath his entertaining exterior, however, lay a life filled with challenges and personal turmoil. W.C. Fields was not only renowned for his comedic brilliance, but also for his notorious drinking habits. His alcoholism became a defining feature of his public persona, often exaggerated in cartoons that portrayed him consuming vast amounts of alcohol daily. While his humor continued to delight audiences, Fields' health began to suffer. The physical toll of alcohol withdrawal, along with setbacks in his career, eventually led Paramount to end his contract. Despite these obstacles, Fields managed to recover and keep going, though his ongoing battle with addiction remained an inescapable part of his life narrative. In 1937, W.C. Fields became a regular on the Chase and Sanborn Hour radio show, finding some solace and joy in broadcasting. The radio show helped him maintain his career and reputation while recovering his health. However, his personal struggles eventually became too much to bear. On Christmas Day in 1946, at the age of 66, Fields passed away.